the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. We'll watch the Connecticut Sun in this one as they go up against the New York Liberty. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. This is not just another regular season game. It doubles as a Commissioner's Cup contest as well.
Yeah, a second trophy to win during the WNBA season. I like it. It adds a little extra excitement to the WNBA regular season.
Now here is Hayes. Reiner, covered by Smith. A baseline J. Reiner, shot is good.
Look, the mid-range game, it's pretty old school. And Reiner is about fundamentals, which means she can hit those shots.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Griner. And the basket is good.
That's just what should happen off of the steal. Get it immediately into transition.
And that's the perfect time to do it. Those few seconds right after the turnover, there's no time for the defense to get organized.
Absolutely, and well executed on the break.
Copper misses. On offense, here's the Liberty. A 4-point game. Back to Ionescu. Screened by Griner. Inside. And she banks in the layup.
In the paint, Griner simply unstoppable. She's so tall at 6'9", but she also has lovely touch.
Now here's Clark. Leah Copper for three. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. To the wing, right side. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's New York now. Ionescu outside. Reiner. That one goes in for two, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
4 of 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Well, we've seen coaches ask 5'9" Brittany Sykes to be the one to jump opening tips, fellas. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, she's got great hops plus a crazy long wingspan. Those traits are also why she's, to me at least, the top defensive wing in the league.
Back to Griner. Over Smith. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
And she had a great height advantage there on the mid-range J. Excellent job taking advantage of that mismatch.
Pass to Clark. Here's the three. Rebound, New York. Outside Hayes. Cannon. Reiner, covered by Smith. To the inside. Outside Hayes. No good from outside. Connecticut trailing. Pass to Clark. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Copper outside. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now here's Ionescu. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Alana Smith.
First team foul.
That is her first foul of the game. Now Hayes. 6 to shoot. Pulls back up. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Showing off some strength. Tiffany Hayes, not one to shy away from contact.
Tiffany Hayes, shooting one.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Waived back in 2022, Alana Smith has had quite the rise.
What a journey it's been. I mean, she was basically out of the league. Fast forward to 2024, she's starting in WNBA Finals games as a key member for the Lynx. The Australian never gave up on her dreams.
And here's Ionescu. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Cannon. She's covered by Copper. Reiner with the screen. Clock at 4. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Now here is Sykes. Clark outside. Screen by Smith. Down low. And stolen by Brittany Griner. Outside Hayes. Pass to Cannon. Hayes. Ionescu outside. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. Wow. But she'll go to the line with a chance for 3. This contest is part of the Commissioner's Cup. The first 10 games against teams in your conference, 1 home and 1 away, count towards the Cup standings.
And the teams with the best records in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to face off in the midseason for a one-off final. Lots of prize money will be on the line, so I'm really looking forward to that.
And after 11 seasons and 5 All-Star selections, Alyssa Thomas was traded by the Sun.
Yeah, Thomas led Connecticut to 2 finals and was top 5 in MVP voting the last 3 years. She's really known for her grit and her great team-first mindset. I think Thomas is leaving a big void to fill. You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
And she nails the 3rd. And here the Sun, trailing by 5. Smith outside. Pass to Copper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. Griner with the rebound. Now Hayes. Now Stevens. She's covered by Fagbenle. Here's Cannon. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the 3-pointer.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Clark can't get it to go. To the paint. Pass to Ionescu. Outside Hayes. Here's Griner. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, that might be the last player in this league you want to get an offensive board. At 6'9", Griner can get the ball back up and in real quick.
Now here is Sykes. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Stevens. Now here is Ionescu. She's guarded by Sykes. Here's Cannon. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Defensively giving up far too many open looks.
To battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
Now here's Clark. Smith outside. Pass to Copper. Back to Smith. Sykes. Leah Copper for 3. No, it's bad. That mistake for 3 for 7. Now here's Griner. 3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu denied for the 3rd time. She's 0 for 3. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
To stop the drought. Again, the miss by Kalia Copper.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
There's the foul. It's going to be on Brittany Sykes.
Fourth team.
That'll be her second foul of the game. The Sun making a switch here. On defense, the Sun. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Ionescu. Reiner. She's covered by Fagbenle. Here's Banham. They get it back. Stevens. That's good.
On the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
They're taking it to them. Feels like they've gotten every rebound.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. And the Sun get it back. Pow up top. Clock at 6. Back to Clark. Fires for 3. Stevens grabs the board. Pass to Ionescu. Now Banham from 18 feet away. Ionescu outside. From outside, off the mark.
She's missed everything this quarter. Everything. Every shot she's taken has been a miss. I mean, it's just been hard to watch.
Leah Copper for 3. The rebound by the Liberty.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
To stop the run. Oh, there's the bucket. Segrist finishing it off.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Liberty out in front. They lead by 13. And backing them. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. All right, guys, the Liberty enjoying a nice lead here.
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Pass to Allen. There's the triple. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jump.
Hartley outside. Now Pow. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Pass to Pow. And here's Segrist. That's a miss. She's made one and missed one. Second quarter, and we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Banham, covered by Segrist. And yep, it's good.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
And nothing has come easily for them today.
Not at all. And it isn't what you'd call the best of performances from them.
Pass to Segrist. And she gets it to go.
Well, when you look at Segrist and her height and strength, she can definitely have the advantage inside.
Well, the third pick in the 2023 draft, Maddie Segrist struggled a bit as a rookie, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough adjustment, right? Scored under 4 points per game, but she really improved in year 2, averaging 9 points, rebounding better, and looking way more comfortable out there.
To the middle. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession. And a moment to check out who the New York Liberty have coming up. On Thursday,
They'll kick off a road trip in D.C. against the Mystics. And on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Chicago Sky.
And for that game against the Fever, seems like the season's flying by. That's already the 10th game of the year. Pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Clark. Sykes. Here's Smith. She's guarded by Hayes. Fades away. Smith, no good. Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Shot's good by Cannon.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Sun really having a tough go here. Smith outside. Segrist. Pass to Smith. Sykes. No good with the triple. And stolen by Sykes. Here's Smith. Pulls it. And again, Connecticut no good.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Here's Ionescu. Mack, covered by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Out with the steal. And the Sun pushing it up now. Here's Clark. Smith outside. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
A big part of Smith's value, Atlanta can hit threes and space the floor as a big.
Now here is Hayes. Ionescu outside. And Caitlin Clark with a block. Pass to Smith. Segrist. Now here's Smith. Brittany Sykes outside. That shot, no good.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Pass to Ionescu. And stolen by Brittany Sykes. Smith outside. Pow with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Shot's good by Smith.
But we see Smith scored all over the floor, but she's most effective around the rim.
Timeout called the Liberty. In 2021, the WNBA introduced the Commissioner's Cup into the season, and as a result, a second trophy.
You know, for you soccer fans out there, it's very similar to what we see in soccer. You have the regular league competition, in our case, the WNBA regular season finals, but also a cup final. So there are 2 championships to win in one season.
And it's New York's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Bagbenlay with the rebound.
She still has not been able to convert a single shot from the field. Not one. It's really been a struggle for her.
Copper outside. Good on the triple.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Pass to Ionescu. New York, no good that time either.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Now here's Clark. She's guarded by Hayes. Sykes outside. Off the mark there with the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
And they pick up 2.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Copper outside. Soft touch off the glass.
The defense opened up pretty wide for her there, and she went right through it to the hoop.
Now here is Ionescu. She's guarded closely. Stevens. Pass to Griner. That's tipped. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When she's giving her team this kind of effort and efficiency, they are just so tough to beat.
Copper outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. On offense, here's the Liberty. Leading by 12. Ionescu, right side. Pass to Griner. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
I like how Griner uses her size to her advantage. It allows her to attract contact and get to the foul line.
2 shots.
And she makes the first.
And in this league, Griner is just about as consistent as it gets. You get a great game from her more often than not, especially when it comes to scoring the rock.
No good on the second free throw. Sykes with the ball. Now guarded by Ionescu. Pass to Clark. Sykes. To the inside. Now Cannon. 8 points for her. And here is Hayes. Covered by Smith. Ionescu outside. Kept alive.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Copper outside. Screen by Smith. Beyond the arc. Copper misses. And the Liberty with possession here. Pass to Hayes. Now Griner. Ionescu. No good on the triple.
Yeah, I'll tell you, her three-point shot has looked pretty bad here in the second half. She's trying to shoot her way out of this slump, but I think she's got to give it a rest and try something else.
Clark outside. Over Hayes. Shot's good by Clark.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Liberty up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, get ready for the RPM Amazing Stuff, the Door Pocket Bike.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brittney Griner.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. On the wing, Kalia Copper. From the arc, Griner with the rebound. On offense, here the Liberty. 11-point game. Pass to Cannon. Back to Griner. Wow, that makes her a perfect 10 for 10. That's some double-digit perfection. And here's Sykes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
And you're seeing the selflessness from Brittany Sykes right there. She is all about doing whatever is best for the team.
So much talk about Caitlin Clark. What makes her a great player, fellas?
Well, there's so much, right? I mean, she's got Steph Curry range, incredible handles, passes it like CP3, and isn't afraid to make the highlight reel play.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the paint.
It's stolen by Fagbenle.
The crossover. Rebound, New York. They led by as many as 18 points. Down low. Here's Griner.
Alana Smith with a defensive effort.
The Sun trailing. Fagbenle. She's guarded by Griner. Pass to Smith. Clark. Shot clock at 5. Drills the three-pointer.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
New York calls timeout. Liberty making a switch here. New York leading. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Cannon. Now Stevens, covered by Smith. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Smith outside. On the wing, Kalia Copper. She's got 17. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Usually the more physical, more aggressive team wins the game.
With the fadeaway. The shot by Stevens, no good. Sykes outside. Smith, she's guarded by Stevens. And the call is going to be an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Pass to Cannon. And here's Ionescu. Here's Stevens, covered by Smith. Clark outside. Now here's Smith. Sykes, she's guarded by Hayes. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Yeah, I think the coach is going to put her on the bench if she keeps this up. That's her 4th turnover.
And the Liberty with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stevens. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
He's perfect from the line this time. Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
Here's Sykes. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Smith outside. Pass to Clark. Copper. Inside. And stolen by Azurá Stevens. Here's Mack. And here's Ionescu. Stevens, covered by Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hayes. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Smith outside. Pass to Clark. Back Benley. Sykes outside. And again, no good by Connecticut. Now Ionescu. Here's Stevens. It's hauled in by Smith. Now here is Sykes. She's guarded by Hayes. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Pass to Ionescu. Now here is Stevens. Here's Cannon. 8 points for her. Stevens in the post, covered by Smith. The shot by Stevens, no good. Now Sykes. Smith outside. Back Benley. Sykes outside. Smith. She's guarded by Stevens. Caitlin Clark with the 3. And again, Connecticut no good.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Ionescu outside. Back to Stevens.
Alana Smith with the defensive effort.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
Here's Sykes. And the lead is down inside single digits.
With a nice touch around the rim, Sykes doesn't miss many opportunities inside.
Pass to Stevens. Back to Ionescu. Now here is Stevens, covered by Smith. New York, no good that time either.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Shot's good by Clark.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half.
Their snipers are starting to do their thing, and that's really going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
The kick out to Hayes. Ionescu outside. Stevens. Pass to Mack. Runs over to Fagbenle. And Clark pulls it down. Now here is Sykes. Back to Clark. The three is up. Doesn't go. Now shooting 50%. 5 makes, 5 misses. Ionescu outside. Pass to Cannon. And here is Stevens. Covered by Smith. Stevens, that's good.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Now here is Sykes. She's guarded by Hayes. Copper misses.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something's off with her mechanics, I think.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu hits the three-point bomb.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Smith outside. Pass to Fagbenle. Sykes. Now Smith. She's guarded by Stevens. Caitlin Clark outside. The rebound by the Liberty. They led by as many as 18 points. Now Hayes. And here is Stevens. And a miss there on the triple. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Liberty out in front, up 10. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And the final period of play just about to get started here. And so it's New York with it. 10-point lead. Pass to Mack. Here's Zandalasini, guarded by Pau Pau. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Back to Clark. Pass to Burrell. Hartley right side. Now here's Pau Pau. The three-pointer, no good. Ionescu outside. Garrett. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Orchestrating the offense. It's what Ionescu excels at. The ability to make everybody around her better.
Hartley outside. Caitlin Clark with the three. Gets that one to fall. That's her 6th field goal, and she has shot the ball 12 times.
When she gets going, this is what can happen. They need to think about a double team.
Pass to Banham. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead. That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Banham. Pass to Zandalasini. Out to the right wing. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The Sun pull it in. Hartley outside. Shoots the three. Mack grabs the miss. New York in the lead. Now Banner. Pass to Ionescu. This one for three. A rebound by Hartley.
She just has not gotten into the flow of this game. But, yeah, her teammates have certainly done their part today, but she just hasn't gotten into the flow of this game. It's been tough to see.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. The Sun making a switch here. Pass to Burrell. Back Benley. Clark outside. And here's Beck Benley. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, honestly, she's been a little passive today, but maybe that'll get her going. For them to be successful, she needs to be a little bit more selfish.
Stevens with it. Now Segrist defending. Back to Ionescu. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Sun. And here's Burrell. To the paint. Segrist. And the layup falls.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
Pass to Sandalacini. Banham. Ionescu outside. Misses the three.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
To the inside. Segrist. Stevens grabs the board.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Connecticut trailing. Pass to Pow Pow. Back to Clark. Fires the three. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Burrell. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Banham, guarded by Pow Pow. Pass to Stevens. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
We didn't see much from her the first half, but she's making up for lost time.
Now Segrist. Caitlin Clark outside. Sandalacini pulls it in.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm going to stop with you.
Sinks the triple.
He is starting to feel it from outside.
Pass to Burrell. Now here's Segrist. She's guarded by Stevens. Clark outside. Clock at 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3 points.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Here's Banham. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. Shots good by Burrell.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Banham. Puts up a three. The shot that time not on target. Pow Pow on the wing. And here's Segrist. She's guarded by Stevens.
Really, she's had a nose for the ball. She's their top rebounder.
Well, she has been today, no question. Just unbelievable effort that she's showing on the glass.
And the rebound goes to the Sun. Pow Pow with it. Pass to Segrist. And stolen by Stevens. Here's Bantam. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu drains the three-pointer.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Timeout called the Sun. The Sun on offense. They trail by 7. Clark outside. Offline with the 3.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
Pass to Cannon. Hayes. Watches it. Rebounded by Sykes.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Stevens. It's good from long range.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Clark right side. Copper outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. On offense, here the Liberty. They led by as many as 18 points. Now Ionescu. Back to Griner. No go. Now 10 for 13 in the contest. Copper with the ball. Guarded now by Hayes. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
And the Liberty with possession here. And she commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
And the Sun call time here. Clark. She's guarded by Hayes. Offensive board. That kick out to Copper. And the 3 off target. And so it's New York winning this one. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's a wrap, everyone.